Movie notes on Bombshell, 2019 film, 26/27 November 2024 viewing. So I'm filming this in the morning on Wednesday, 27 November 2024. I started it yesterday, Tuesday, 26 November 2024. And I had like 20 some minutes left and I was like, I'll watch it in the morning. So I watched it this morning, Wednesday, 27 November 2024, the last like 20 some minutes. So it's my Tuesday 26/Wednesday 27 November 2024 viewing of the 2019 film Bombshell. And for this viewing, my description is it's a biographical film about three women, Megyn, Gretchen, and Kayla, working at Fox News who decide to try and get a man named Roger fired. Okay. So I was in the workforce when this happened. The real life, what this is portraying. And so essentially, a bunch of people got really triggered about this. This was Donald Trump running for president, presidential nominee and then president, but most of the events in here is like, this is like the presidential nominee stage, like the Republican candidate. And yeah, there were, I have strong feelings about Fox News either way. So it was like one of those things where I was attending the university that was the home of the free speech movement, University of California, Berkeley. All right, so of course there's a lot of hot and bothered people, and I'm just like one of those people who was like, I don't care. All right. I don't have any strong sentiments about this new age agency to begin with, and I have no freaking clue who any of these women are. All right. And so my assessment of the situation was, well, I watched The Apprentice growing up and I watched The Celebrity Apprentice growing up. So my synthesis at the time, that remains unchanged with this movie, and I made a guess back then. I was like, let me guess, they're going to make this into a movie and I'm going to get to assess whether my guess is correct. And my guess was correct based on this movie as well. So essentially, what was this situation? It was a businessman with a bunch of money, not a small business owner, of the local restaurant who makes $40,000 a year. So it was a businessman with a bunch of money, not a small business owner, who a bunch of women remembered feeling slighted by when they watched a TV show called The Apprentice because he fired a bunch of women. Then these women, and more broadly their type of woman, were simultaneously mentally triggered by seeing and hearing about Donald Trump and thought, ooh, I know how to get back at you. Let's fire you. And every man you like. Not every man you like. And every man like you. Right? They were the catty type at the time of The Apprentice, and they remain unchanged in their kind of flare-ups and what mentally triggers them. All right, the kind of gold digger, they want to get up when somebody who has a bunch of money goes up. Right. So, and this very much confirmed that. And so it's kind of like, it's amazing the catty cheerleaders or drill team members who reacted a certain way to The Apprentice are the exact same personality and temperament as the people I hear about, people talking about when I'm at work, and then I also get to see on TV. I'm like, they're like duplicates of each other. Okay, women like this in real life are a bit of play everybody on top type. If I was a big deal in science/mathematics and appeared on talk shows, how would they play me? They'd love to play a woman like me. I am Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. Okay, they would rig the guests system so that I appeared on the show as a guest along with a male rapist as the other guests. Specifically one I have no idea. Right? I'm not in the entertainment industry, so they're going to put some like musician, actor, or something like that out there with me, and I'm going to have no clue. And that's the play angle. And it's gonna be like some weird phase in my life where I'm like, why am I on a talk show? And like everything in my life is gonna be like changing. And it's gonna be like Stephen Colbert, and it's gonna be like the guy who's like Zayn Malik in Dunkirk, and we're gonna have Stephen Colbert is gonna pull out like 3 little pints of ice cream and be like, let's have some ice cream. And the guy on the couch next to me is going to be like, no, thank you. And I'm going to be like, can I choose for you? And then if I get first pick, then I'm going to choose the best of the flavors and give it to him. And then he's going to be like, yeah, I have a name, you know. I'm like, and it's Harry. And I'm like, I didn't know. Well, you're not Zayn Malik? Okay. So, there we go. This is the best I could come up with while watching this and writing down these notes. Okay. And getting to the story. In real life, on a different platform, I picked a Megyn Russell, spelled differently than the M-E-G-Y-N here. We all know how the Megyn namespace tends to feel about spelling their name. Okay, Gretchen Walsh and Kayla Hahn. Who would I pick of the three? Megyn Russell, Gretchen Walsh, and Kayla Hahn. Technically already picked. I picked Kayla Hahn. So if you know what I'm talking about, that's it. You already know that. Okay. And I was thinking about this. I was like, Bombshell. My sister being a bombshell. Other people who are considered bombshells. So I was like, okay. But not necessarily the same temperament as the woman in this movie. My sister is pregnant and the baby's in breech, and they're going in today to see if they can get it turned, because if it stays in breech, it's a C-section, and we have a family legacy of only natural childbirth, like as in the woman pushes it out. So she's going to see if she can get the baby turned so she can carry on that family legacy. Go Lindsay. So as my, here's something creative I hope is a confidence boost. Lindsay and Jake moving to Australia. Does it become a battle for the Wedgwood house between Gordy and Jan, and like on one team, and my mom and dad on the other? Okay. And then the build up for them, like, so they don't get detract if something like that did happen, what keeps them going forward. My dad knew someone who worked at Chevron and worked on location in Indonesia for a while, a number of years ago. Perhaps Jake does something like that for Microsoft. Microsoft is like, has the rogue worker in Australia. That's like their field workers. You know, might be kind of cool. Okay, so there's one bombshell thing, and then I was like, other bombshell thing. So where does Dua Lipa fall on a Taylor Swift, where Taylor Swift is and has always been synonymous with heartbreak? So that's one end of the spectrum. The other two, Ed Sheeran, love, has always been, is love spectrum. So where does Dua Lipa fall on a Taylor Swift heartbreak to Ed Sheeran love spectrum? Dua Lipa, she is a tease. Says a lot and does not deliver as promised. Yes, the tease type. And I'm also going to venture a guess that's why she doesn't get as much press as some of the other very people who have a bunch of views and successful music and stuff like that. It's like the people were like, we'll listen to your music, but we don't necessarily want to listen to you because you have a tendency to not be consistent or not really deliver as promised. So, but it's a tease and it's a type. So there we go. Those are my movie notes on Bombshell 2019 film 26/27 November 2024 viewing.